T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The following program is rated TVMA for language. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the program, but sometimes things happen, and we may say things that may be offensive to some or non-conducive to others. So in other words, shit happens. Oops.
Niggas coming.
Well, look who decided to join us.
Oh, nigga. The nigga made it at the buzzer. What you're not about to do is you're not about to sit here and pretend like I didn't make it at exactly 7 o'clock.
Welcome, everybody, to an all-new episode of Blerds N The Hood. I am your calm and professional Resident Supervillain Mr. Jay Washington.
He says as he immediately is like, look who decided to show up. And I am Swaggy Blerd Winston A. Marshall.
You were so aggressive.
Always.
I get it. You were in traffic. You've traveled back. You've made it. You're alive.
Bro, the only thing funnier is the fact that I got in here. You know, I have like the hue lights. I can change the colors and shit, right? The little button fell off the thing because it's magnetic. And Asia that quickly said, "Ooh, a treat." Picked that shit up and ran to the other side of the house. So I actually would have been in here a little earlier if this hoe wouldn't run around with a button in her mouth, bro. Oh,
that
God,
is.
Jesus.
Thank you, everybody who is watching us live. I know it's an hour later than we had to start, than we normally start, but my brother was working, and so traffic, we knew better to start than to start at 6, but we had to do 7 today. Thank you to everyone who has rewatched the Blerds Family Feud episode on Thanksgiving. We hope you all had a wonderful holiday weekend, whether you were with family, friends, or if you just chilled by yourself, man. We hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We got a decent amount to talk about today. I think technically people have brought it up earlier in the comments, and one of our mods, Cheryl, just brought it up as well. If our guy in the chair can highlight it. Now, technically speaking, it is 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Technically speaking, that would make this, to an extent, that would make this Blerds After Dark. Because when we normally start the shows at 6 p.m., we start 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We end 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. So that pretty much is the normal late night schedule, right? Things like that. But what I am saying is we're already in the throes of the later evening per se. Now, I, for one, am not openly advocating that we just instantly turn this show into Blerds After Dark. However, what I am saying is, in my personal opinion, and again, we are allowed to have this discussion as co-host, as both partners in this show, as equal partners in this show. In my personal opinion, I feel that the viewing public, the neighborhood, if you will, that is currently joining us would benefit preferably should the show lean a little bit after darkish.
Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What is your dumb ass say it?
Hey, shout out to the guy in the chair for that shit, bro. That was actually perfectly played. I was sitting here like, how am I gonna respond to this? And Matt flawlessly chose the perfect meme.
What I'm saying, I'm not, listen, I don't have right now, I'm completely out of body butter, right? So I don't have any cocoa butter. I don't even have my coconut oil. So hear me
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, let me finish to both of you guys. Allow me to finish, please. I'm just saying
finish.
this.
I'm letting you get it out.
I mean, in all sincerity, what I'm saying is the illusion of me rubbing myself down and thoughts of me doing that on the show that we normally would reserve for Blerds After Dark is not going to happen tonight. I get that part. That most isn't going to happen. But what I'm saying is that the conversational talking points and the way in which the dialogue may begin to lean, and even the tangents we may take into other subjects, should they veer that way, why should we hold back? Listen. Should we start
do something else? Do something else.
I didn't do that one. I cut it off.
I'm gonna kick him out in a minute.
I want you to finish. I want you to
What
finish.
I'm saying is, should we happen to discuss ass and titties, that may help us make better donations, because I'm trying to make it. I have. Okay. You want to see my rent money, bro?
No. I got it. I know how we solve this problem. There's a very simple way to solve this problem.
This is my rent money.
Okay.
You know how short I am?
I see it. I'm not trying.
Ain't even making no money.
I'm not even trying to downplay it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm opening up our studio thing right now. I am putting in a poll. If that is what the neighborhood votes that they want to do, we will make an adjustment. But for the time being, that is not the initial thing that will happen. We will let the audience decide.
That's all I want to see. You see how we had the conversation?
I was very diplomatic.
Diplomatic.
This is a democracy, not a dictatorship.
Absolutely.
So I will hear everyone out. It was not what I thought was going to happen, but that is fine. That is fine.
Yo, listen. I like how, first of all, that is hilarious. Number one. Number two, I don't like the fact that Winston had a guttural laugh from his soul when he just did that. That was from your soul, bro. Okay. So with that being said, also, here's the thing. I know I have to be professional. To say it for 20 minutes. I know I have to be professional because I know when I post this link out, there are various people who watch us, various industry representatives and things like that. And I don't want their first impression of them coming to Blerds in the Hood being, why does Jay Washington not have a shirt on? And I'm not going to be at that point. But also, if I don't have a top on, it's because I've worked hard enough.
Jay. So here you go. The poll reads, should we transition to should we pivot to a Blerds After Dark episode tonight? The answers are either, I don't see nothing wrong, or, sir, this is a Wendy's. So we will see what the neighborhood says. It is now 7:10.
Mr.
7:20. We got 10 minutes to do.
Okay.
What we're doing.
With that being said, Mr. Winston.
Sir,
Wendy's. Winston A. Marshall.
My nigga.
Nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man.
Nigga. My nigga.
What you been doing?
Nope. There it is. It's fine. It's fixing shit. It doesn't matter. Hauling.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
See, look, this one comment right here is killing me. So many topics to touch on.
Also, by the way,
yeah.
No,
it's about to be a night.
Not at all. I have
Why-
Vaseline with cocoa butter.
Why are you? Do not put my name, nigga. Click on your own thing. This is you. That is Jay. Okay, don't do that. Just leave it as it is. So, what have I been doing? Crazy day today. Just audition. Directed another commercial today, and because of the audition, I had to take a later start time on said commercial, which is why we had to push, because it was a matter of like, holy shit, I need to now get from Beverly Hills Westwood, for those that know LA, to the Valley, which doesn't seem that far, except you're either dealing with the 405, you're dealing with one of the canyons, or you're going into Hollywood and then back up to the Valley.
The canyons are no better.
None of those options are good options. All
None.
of those options are bad options. So it was a good day. I got to work with some actors that I'd worked with on the previous commercials. They brought them back in, and they were speaking pretty highly of like, no man, this actually, like, the stuff that you like, how you direct really has helped with X, Y, and Z. And it really has helped me do this, or like I'm understanding this line better or whatever. And like, that's a really like great feeling, in the sense that, again, and I've talked about this before, clearly all of this shit, all of the stuff I learned in school, all of the stuff I've learned on the job, these decades worth of, hi, you're trying to leave now? You wanted to be in here 2 seconds ago. Hello. It is actually paying off into something. And what I'm really hoping is that, obviously my dream is still to have my own show, to be in movies, all that kind of stuff. But if there is a world where now I'm able to transition this into like directing stuff on the regular and things like that, that is also just like the dream is to make it in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, acting is the first and foremost like S tier dream, but like, it's to make it in this industry. And there is something very fulfilling about feeling like that's a real possibility. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on with me right now. I am exhausted, I will tell you that much. But I am excited to at least say this, and then I will return the favor, Jay. As we mentioned at the end of Black Family Feud, or Blerds Gonna Feud last week, we are gonna do like a Christmas, New Year's one. I'm almost done with the questions, so I'm about to send that survey out, so we can get that shit and get it early. Nigga, it's gonna be wild. I took the stuff that worked and I kind of put it in the red. And so if you thought shit was crazy before, just wait for the follow. But all that being said, Mr. Jay Washington.
My nigga.
Nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man.
My nigga.
What you been doing?
Okay, see, yo, let me tell you something. Y'all ain't shit. Neither one of y'all. I've been seeing that comment start for a minute, and then the moment my solo comes up, I don't like how he put this right. I'm glad I can't hear Winston, thank God. But nonetheless, sexual deep-plan, kiss my ass.
What, man?
Nothing.
Get your ass out from under that desk. What the hell you doing? Sit your little ass on your bed.
That sounds so kinky. If you didn't know that there was a dog there,
you really wanted After Dark episode.
if you did not know there was a dog in there, you'd be like, "What the fuck is going on? Get your ass from under this desk. Get on the bed. Get up." Just wanted to let it know what it was perceived. Busy day. Had an audition as well, which is great. I got another audition, which, hey, if you're free later on tonight, I got a 2-line audition I need to record for the same show. I just did another one for the other day.
The one that I helped you with?
For another role on the same damn show.
Yeah, you're talking about the one that had the tuna.
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Like if not, hey, here you go. Here's another audition. Nigga, that's a good thing.
I know.
My agent,
yeah.
how the fuck I get this? I'm mad.
So that But no, here's something. So here's a thing, and I think it needs to be addressed across the board. Seasonal depression, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how many people are affected by it that don't speak on it, especially, you know, when you work in various industries. And this isn't just holding into our industry. A lot of other industries, a lot of people right now across the country, if you're in this country, you're affected by a lot of things. And a lot of people are having this, what feels like an air of gloom over them and not knowing how to break out of it. And I had to have somebody tell me, I had to have my manager tell me today. She was like, yo, it's December. The year is over. You've done a lot in 2025. And I don't know, for those, you have to, for just again, in general, having to replay what you've done to feel somewhat accomplished. And then she even talked about accomplishments versus goals. And I was like, that's crazy, because it makes you look at things in a different manner. But I say all that to say, to everyone who is dealing with some level of seasonal depression, whether it be you are alone, and when I say alone, you don't have family, or you don't have a significant other, or you just feel like everything is closing in on you, or if you're in a financial crunch or an emotional crunch, I do need to say, even though they may come off as empty words, it is only for a season. It is only for a moment. We all will get on the other side of it if we allow ourselves to. I want to speak to everyone in the neighborhood.
God damn, Castro. Seasonal depression is for hobbyists. Real diehards are depressed year round. God damn.
Damn, Casper.
I need to find this.
More do you want from me? Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure that nigga's depressed right now somewhere. But other than that, I this is what I bring all that up for. Yeah. I showed my wrench situation, and I know it seems like I'm always like, yo, I'm struggling, I'm pinching pennies, et cetera, et cetera. And in this situation, I truly am. But here's the thing I've learned over the weekend, not over the weekend in general, just been knowing and had to remind myself, not learn, but I had to remind myself. For those who know me, for all the jokes, all the sexual innuendos, all the playing I do on here, whatever the case may be, I consider myself to have a very spiritual connection, right? I'm a very prayed up man, and I have to remind myself that in the midst of all my heartaches and pains and what feels like struggles and storms, God's got me. And I was rewatching. So Pastor John Hanna back in Chicago, every other Wednesday, on second and fourth Wednesdays, I believe it is, he does a 4 a.m. prayer at the church where people come in at 4 in the morning and they have prayer service. And I just rewatched it. And a couple days, and I was like, it had to remind me and refill my spirit. And so I know, even though a lot of people may not be believers, I'm never going to push religion or just a belief on anyone, but I am going to push the fact that it does get greater later. That your storms are only for a moment. You know, the expression "trouble don't last always." You know, I want to always make sure that, for as much as I joke and I clown and whatever I do on the show, I always want to do my best to be a beacon and be a light to anyone in this neighborhood that I can, to uplift them whenever they're going through a moment, whether they tell us or not. If they are watching us and they feeling down and you know, you might have those moments where you just have that breakdown. I always want the neighborhood to know, as far as myself, and of course, yes, I can speak for you and I can speak for Matt, but I want to make sure I always say, with every ounce of my being and my fiber of who I am at my core, to continue to be the light for the people who are in the neighborhood, people who may be watching on the replay, and especially going through this season. This season is going to hit a lot of people harder than normal because of everything going on. And so I want people to know it sounds cliche, but I hold it true. You are not alone. You know,
Sir, this nigga spitting. Damn, nigga.
you can send me a DM. I might not get it because it might go to my message request, but I check those eventually. And if you still here with us, I'll respond. That was cruel. I'm sorry. I had to get a joke. I had to get a joke.
Like maybe one of the most heartfelt things you've ever said, and then that happens, and I'm literally sitting here thinking to myself,
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
But I don't. But again, I have to get a joke. I can't be serious 24/7 consistently. But I want people to know that it's to reach on, hold on. It seems like things may be rough. Believe me, I know more than the average. On the outside, Jay Washington's career is immaculate. But there,
hey, no, I just wanted to say, like, because I think,
but I'm using it as a correlation for people to understand.
No,
Dwayne ain't shit. You're not alone. You just got me.
I thought you were gonna start singing. I'm here with you. And you're far away. I'm here to stay. You are not alone.
You are not alone.
No, man. I
am here with you.
I genuinely appreciate you saying that, and I think that it is one of those things that seasonal depression can hit you for any number of reasons. Like you said, money can be a big one, and considering the state of the economy and how we're constantly being lied to, we're not dealing with this inflation. Shut the fuck up. There's a lot of it, and there's a lot of jobs disappearing, whether it be from greedy corporations, AI, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Like you said, people, because you could be dealing with the fact that you don't have your people around, or somebody could be sick or whatever else. But hell, it doesn't even necessarily always have to be something that deep. The truth of the matter is the fact that the fucking sun goes down at 4 something. If your ass got up before the sun came up to go to work, you've been in that fucking office, and then you come back out and it's dark again. We are not meant to not have sunlight. So all of that collectively will catch up to you, let alone if you were in an industry like Hollywood or anything else that shuts down really until about mid-January. Because that's what a lot of us that are in production are having to deal with, is the very real scenario that we're gonna not have work for the next however many weeks. You got to hope that you put enough ducats away to not only try and make the holiday special with whoever you're spending the holidays with, but that you're going to be able to make it to the other side. So I just really want to thank you, because people look at this time of year and it's like, oh, it's holly jolly, it's Christmas, it's Hanukkah, it's Kwanzaa, it's New Year's. Oh my God. But there are a lot of people that are really, really going through it. And even seeing the people in the neighborhood talking about how much they appreciate you saying that, I think that was very apropos and very exactly what we needed to just address. I think I think that's a thing that we've always been good about that in the neighborhood, and I appreciate you being the one to bring that up, man.
Oh, no worries. Also, we got 81 of y'all watching us live on YouTube. Please make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate every last one of y'all that like it.
So here's the thing. It's 7:24, so about 4 minutes past, and with 76% voting in favor of it, I guess we're doing an After Dark episode now.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Just give me a second. Oh, God damn it.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Better not bring your kids. niggas coming.
I want to thank y'all for voting. I want to thank y'all for voting. I want to thank y'all for voting. I want to thank y'all for voting.
The only thing funnier, Jay, the only thing funnier than all of this, and I'm sure you and Matt saw it in that last 5 seconds when I decided to fucking throw my shirt off. I had my jacket and my shirt. I said, like at the very last second.
Well,
oh god. Okay. There's a few people that want to see their Streamlabs read before we do this, so let me open it up. I will read.
I got them right here. I got the Streamlabs. I got them. So shout out to Fantastic 314, always supporting. Gave us a couple of them. Said, "Hey, Blerd, show my support. I'm not surprised with the election in Tennessee, but a little disappointed. All I can say is Tennessee loves to protect their PDFs." Then went on to say, also, this was the best family feud I've seen in years. Being formerly married to a black woman for years, hearing those answers was on point to what I witnessed. Now I'm gonna get into the Tennessee thing in a second. Amlet Solar Mod Cheryl said, for Christmas family feud thing, can we have an intermission where you all play The Price is Right? Category is stupid shit white people buy.
That Cheryl, that's actually fucking hilarious. That was well timed. Yeah, I mean, look, I will say this for those that watched it, we eventually that stream is gonna go private and we will clip stuff out because we're trying
okay, you did it.
I did it on purpose. I did it so that we could clip it out and try and build stuff up. That's why I did it.
I didn't know. I saw it went private. I didn't know, and I turned it back public.
Got it. So it'll go back private soon, and then we'll clip out the stuff. But what I ask for people to do, if it's public right now, you can do it there. If it when the clips come out, you can do it on there too. I would love for folks to get in the comments and let us know what like kind of the highlights were, some stuff you'd like to see more of. If you have ideas for questions, I don't mind that either because, like, again, I've come up with a lot, but I wouldn't hate the idea of more. So I appreciate feedback because I think it'll be a thing. It's not going to happen every month, but it is something that I would like to do regularly enough that it's like a special thing that's going on. And I, Jay and I and Matt, Matt and I need to talk already. We had a production meeting we needed to do last month and didn't get a chance to, but I'm sure that soon we'll be doing like memberships and Patreon and all that shit. And that might even be one of the things that goes on is the idea of, getting access to those, either early or additional ones or whatever. We'll talk about it all. But that's beside the point. For those that haven't been here before, I really hope you did put the kids away because if we're now and after dark, you're going to see a lot of shit like this.
I want you to touch that. They're swinging the back of my.
I want to address something I saw earlier in the comments. I didn't start.
Matt wants to say something. Hold on. Jay's traps have traps. That's a good point.
Here's the thing. I have been in the gym like crazy. And I've been lifting a lot. Like today, I was doing the incline. Oh, that's what I forgot. Real quick, Matt, before we bring you in. That's what I forgot to say on nigga, what you've been doing. If you see me on a machine and I say I got a couple of more sets to go, the worst thing you can do is stand over me waiting.
Because then you're going to go slower? Because I would.
I'm not only going to go slower, I'm going to do way more sets than I planned on. I was on the incline press, right? And I was up to 345 plates on each side. And I'm doing certain sets of that. Dude asked me how many more did I have. I got about 4 more. And he just stood there. Nigga, I kept adding weight. I was going up so much, I did not expect it. Next thing I knew, I had 445 plates on. We just going. Then I added a 25 on each side. So now I'm doing 205 on each side. We just going. Then I add a 10 on each side. And so then I took one, and he was like, I was like, so I'm going to put one of the weights back. And I was like, because he had just been standing there and I had my headphones on. So now I pushed the pause. I said, hey, I'm going to let you know something. You standing over me, watching, I promise you ain't going to make me go no faster. In all actuality, it's going to make me go slower. And then he tried to be smart. Oh, am I bothering you? I said, you actually fucking are. I said, I'm going to tell you this right now. You stay over me any longer. You don't. He was already standing there for 30 minutes on purpose. Because I know certain songs how they play on my playlist. Standing for like 20 minutes just waiting. I said, bitch, I'll make you wait an hour. Please don't play with me. I am Petty Murphy around this motherfucker.
Damn.
But that was all I wanted to say. I meant to say that earlier.
Oh, that's fine. All
Matt
right.
had something he wanted to say.
Yeah, go ahead, man. He disappeared. What's up, Matt?
Real quick, going back because I had my hand up during the whole thing. Why not just make that specific to holidays? Because that's the easy way to keep it going where it's consistent.
Because nigga, there is a holiday in every month, so it could be Christmas now. It could be Martin Luther King next month.
Like real holiday, like you said, New Year's, Christmas. That combines into one.
And you think Blerds wouldn't do Black History Month?
Touche.
You know what I'm saying? Like
because I know the Blerds would do Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. I mean, you could just combine all the summer ones together because that's all the cooking.
Look, we haven't sat and talked about it. Who knows? That might be the like we might do one for the public every now and again, and it might be that is one of the perks of a tier for memberships or Patreon or whatever is that you get a Family Feud every month. We'll figure it out. I don't know. We haven't talked about it. We are workshopping as we go. This thing is rubbing fucking Vaseline on himself.
Hey, listen, I'm not putting on a lot. I'm just putting on enough to make sure we are.
While I'm on here, y'all want me to add the graphics to After Dark so we don't have to go back and forth?
Yeah. That'd be great. Because I mean, who knows if what of it we're actually going to get to? Because now this is an After Dark show.
I want to get to at least this one for sure. Damn, can you put the After Dark shit in the extra blurbs?
Here, why don't we do this? Because I do have one of my Around the Neighborhoods that will sort of work for After Dark.
Jay, so put what you want in the private chat, and I'll get it in there. I'll get it in the After Dark page.
Do you have the okay, never mind.
Right. Here you go. So here, check this out real quick. As far as Around the Neighborhood, this delivery dude, I think it's a sister he's talking to, happened to drop off some Chinese food and has some shit to say. I feel it is very appropriate for After Dark.
You have a good figure. Thank you.
Oh, maybe she's not. She might be Latina. But
Thank you. You said
你是不是每天在练瑜伽？
do you practice yoga every day?
No.
my nigga hit the body language.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Mwah. Kiss. Oh, wow. Thank you. Bye. Mwah. Love you. Bye.
Buddy, whole life did changed.
The whole life.
Buddy, whole life
is
did changed.
Dude.
By the way, we've got to say this. Streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip. Streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip. If you do not want to do the Streamlabs, you can send them to our Cash Apps and Venmos respectively, and we will read your comments, questions, all that. But hey, Buddy was like,
bro,
yo.
Ooh, like the fact that it came in, ooh, like I was like, yo, come on, bro.
You've done that with Kristen before, I'm assuming.
Oh.
Nika, somebody was sending. I don't know if they're watching this right now, but she probably is. But god damn it, somebody sent me some videos while I was in the sauna, nigga, and I was like, oh my lord, in the sauna, and I was like, hey yo. That was strong. Was it supposed to be like a banner?
I went to do the ticker. I don't like. I guess you can't do. They have a new timer feature. They just keep adding new features. I don't even know.
Yeah, now you can do it where it stays up for 30 seconds and some shit like that.
Yeah, but not the ticker though. The ticker is you gotta manually still click that.
CIWGER. But yeah, like let me tell you something, ladies. First of all, this is to the fellas. Please, 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 if you don't have the woman in front of you, if she sends you a very sexy picture or video, and she doesn't even have to be nude, let me make sure I clarify that. I need you niggas to learn to appreciate it. Because a lot of dudes be like, man, I guess. You know what I'm saying? They be like, all right, I've seen this later. And it's like, hey, appreciate that sex. God's greatest gift to the world is a woman.
Jay, when I tell you, Kristen sometimes is scared by my superpowers that I could be dead the fuck asleep. But my spider sense is to know when them titties is out. And all of a sudden I just wake up and she's like, how? How do you always fucking know? And I'm like, because the man saw something good and he wept. And she goes, hell yeah. Like you just
sometimes titties set off spidey senses.
They 1,000 bro. Whether you like My Hero Academia, you talk about danger sense, or you like Spider-Man, you talk about spider sense, nigga. The tingle goes the fuck off, and I always know.
Shouts out to Robert Staley, 826. Virgo like me, I'm 825. First comment says, first time, long time. All right, well, I haven't drank in a week, so we gonna see how this turns the fuck out.
My shit was already ready. I was just gonna drink one because we doing it after dark all of a sudden. But
okay, I'll be right back. We gonna do whiskey tonight since I'm not leaving the house.
Hey, can you still hear me? You hollering?
Yes.
Because like I'll even tell you this, man. Just yesterday, we were just chilling on the couch or whatever, and like completely normal. We were like watching TV, and randomly I just grabbed a titty, just for no reason. I just grabbed a titty.
See, that's the beautiful thing when you just like, hey, you know what? I just wanted to touch.
And she was like, oh, thank you. They were very heavy. I was like, let me take that burden off your shoulders, girl.
My nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But like instant boner just from touching the titty. I ain't have to do nothing else, bro. That's how you know that's some real shit, man.
Here we go.
Cheers. Shout out to Robert. Say to everybody that's donated so far. But thank you so much, Robert. Appreciate that, man. Ooh, wee.
Oh, yeah, that's makers right there. Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
All right.
That hit different. That hit hella different.
Hit different.
Oh, hold on. Check the private chat real quick.
I'm checking it.
I haven't sent it yet.
Oh. Yo, this is that's wild.
Swallow. This is After Dark. God damn. I'm Robert, by the way.
No.
Get after fellas. Appreciate it. Okay. I'm just checking.
Okay.
Because I did that thing where the whole day I was like, stop looking at your email. Stop looking at your email.
Nigga! Day.
Stop looking at your email. Stop looking at your email. Stop looking at your email.
She texted me to let me know she sent me the audition for the other thing.
Yeah.
And when I saw her name pop up for the fall, I was like, come on now. And I was like, oh, but I was still happy.
I mean, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like to that point, like I got an email of like of a project that I was like trying to help out with, that I'll be able to do that. I got an email about like I booked bands for the House of Blues and shit like that. So like that band got back to me that they're interested, like good shit. But I'm
thank you, Robert, again. Thank you so much.
But I was like, that's not the email I want though.
It's not the one I want though.
Go
ahead, let's do in your around the neighborhoods.
Okay, so yeah, that was the only like overtly like kind of in that way, but I will tell you that this shit is hilarious. You will certainly enjoy this. That apparently America is such a joke of a country around the world that you have shit like this happen. Which hold on, let me give me 1 second because I need to add that. No, not that. The background. Sorry. This.
Okay.
No, it's fine. We don't have this set up, so now we do.
Oh,
that's what I was trying to get to, is to get this set up. So we are so much of a joke
it's been
that
a while.
Japan, it's been a while since an After Dark. Japan has started doing the fentanyl lean as a meme because niggas in America be dying from fentanyl so much. This is how they see us, bro. You know about that, huh? Yep. No, we are that much of a joke at this point that they've been doing the fentanyl lean, bro. All I can say is
the fentanyl lean is so disturbing.
It's diabolical, right?
Hey, yo, let's get into these stories.
I got one more.
Okay.
This because this one is funny, and I know that Matt will appreciate this. He's already seen it. I'm curious if you saw this, Jay, because I'm using it in After Dark as one because this nigga uses the word hoe immediately. So watch this shit.
He's a hoe. And I want that known. Like, I see why he got punched in the nuts, because that's some, like, he says some things that you should not say to another man ever. But like, I don't respect it because you say that, then run behind your O-line. That's some real soft shit. And I want that known. I see exactly why they punched you in the nuts. I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet. He's a hoe. And I want that.
Do you know what that's in reference to? So that's defensive tackle Shelby Harris. He's talking about Jawan Jennings because when Malik Collins got hurt and was carted off, player for the Browns, Jawan apparently went up and was talking mad fucking shit to the injured player while it's happening.
On the cart?
He was on the ground. The trainers were still trying to be like, bro, you good? And Matt wants to come in and speak up. He's going to speak on his brow. Go ahead, Matt. I saw you turn your camera off. You clearly have something you want to say.
Well, I was just going to say, something people don't realize is Malik Collins was a member of the 49ers last year. So he's speaking shit to an ex-teammate.
Yo, that's even worse. I did not know that.
This nigga on a personal level.
Yeah, bro. That is absolutely fucking wild. I did not know about that, but like that to me was probably the funniest shit on the planet for him to be like, he a hoe. And I want that to be known.
And I want that known. He's a hoe. And I want that known.
And like Myles Garrett went the classy route. He didn't, this is all he had to say.
Well, I can't speak for how he was raised, but if you have nothing good to say, don't say something to somebody. So, he had a lot to say that was demeaning and disparaging towards some of our players, and I was just trying to separate everybody. And I tried to go up and ask what the problem was, and then he started coming at me. And I mean, some guys just roll like that. I don't feel like that belongs in the game. But hey, if that works for him and them, then more power to him. But I'm just trying to keep my guys focused on the game and not worried about stuff outside of it, because we're focused on what's on the field.
I will say, man, that is growth from the MVP candidate, because I'm sure that's growth. You know what we call it? We call that growth, because I'm sure you remember when Mason Rudolph allegedly, and I actually believe Miles on this, but when Mason Rudolph allegedly called him the N-word with the hard R, that nigga beat him upside his head with his own helmet.
Someone has heard the audio.
Oh, you've heard the audio?
No, somebody else has heard the audio.
I'm gonna take a wild guess without saying it out loud, because I'm assuming you don't want that out there. But but to that point, is it true?
Yes.
See, but like that's the thing. Watching Myles Garrett enough, there's nothing where I would have looked at that and been like, why would he lie? Like, I don't feel like Myles Garrett would ever lie about that.
Sidebar, real quick, just because I just noticed it and just flashed past my screen. If you're trying to send us something on Venmo, they say Venmo is having a bit of issue right now. So just so you know, to anybody who may be trying to send stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It says Venmo is currently encountering a disruption. We apologize for the inconvenience and are working to restore access as soon as possible. So nobody can. So basically, CashApp or Streamlabs.
That's what's up.
Real quick though, You have to be a hoe if your fellow teammates are wishing their old former teammate well wishes because he tore his quad, and you're just gonna sit there and talk shit with your fellow while your fellow teammates are trying to like be there for a former friend and colleague.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. All right, what was the one story you wanted to do real quick? Because I might have some after dark shit we can talk about. I just need a second to pull it.
Well, you do all that. I will talk about this.
Did you start it?
Oh, I'm finished with it twice, nigga. I have watched it twice. The Sean Combs The Reckoning documentary is on Netflix. It is executive produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Now, here's the first thing I need to say out the gate. I need people to understand who do not know what exactly an executive producer means and does. People keep being like, oh man, 50 put all this together and blah, blah, blah. 50, more than likely, if anything, beside the fact it's his name, is the financier for and the plug for all intents and purposes to Netflix. 50 is the guy who finances the director, the camera crew, the editors, the traveling, the accessing of materials and things like that. It does not mean 50 is sitting there being like, yo, I need to make sure you put all this, that, and the third in there. And I bring this up because I've seen so many comments. It is really and extremely disappointing to watch black men go, I'm not finna watch this because I don't want to watch 50 take down another black man. First of all, calm the fuck down on who you talking about, because this is a nigga who took himself down.
Secondly, if that is your stance, you better not say a motherfucking thing then about Trump and MAGA and the Epstein files, because nigga, the thing that most sensible people have said every time MAGA goes, well, what if Bill Clinton's on there? You gotta, yes, throw that nigga in jail. If you committed these crimes, go the fuck to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Oh, well.
Go away.
So the documentary within itself, it details the history that Puffy has. Most of the history is openly known, right? Most of it is openly known. The stories and stuff like this and different ways people have said like, yo, this man is wild. In hip hop, if you've been close to the culture in hip hop, first and foremost, you've heard these things. It is similar to if you've been close to the culture of stand-up comedy and entertainment. You heard about Cosby prior to the Hannibal Buress joke that sent everything into motion, right? There are a lot of key things that are in there. It is heavily insinuated, and I'm saying heavily insinuated. It is not said directly. It is insinuated that Puffy had something to do with Tupac's death. And the reason being, he was jealous of the friendship that Pac and Big had. Also, it is beautiful. The most beautiful part about this, one of the most beautiful things, is to watch every single artist who they interview and talk to tell you straight up, this nigga has no musical talent. It is the greatest thing to hear. My nigga Mark Curry talks about how he wrote the verse for the Come With Me song, and Diddy sounds terrible because it's not meant for Diddy's voice. He tried to coach this nigga, and he couldn't. His whole thing was about being in the spotlight and breaking down people. The situation when the episode 3, oh my God, bro. It not only goes into the situation with Aubrey O'Day and when he started doing Making the Band, creating Danity Kane and all them, and this nigga sent Aubrey O'Day an email talking about how he wanted to fuck. Sent an email. It is a paper trail. Sent an email about how he wanted to turn her out, how he wanted to fuck her, how his girls do this, blah, 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 blah. And then, the signature that this nigga has on every email, the signature, God is good, Diddy. What? It says, God bless Diddy. God is the greatest. That is the signature that is on every email. And Aubrey O'Day showed the email. And also, it may have came from a sidekick because it said from T-Mail, which I was like, that's T-Mobile. Audrey O'Day got an email with Diddy sending his dick pics on a sidekick, which means she, in the early 2000s, was flipping up her screen and was like, dick. No, that is terrible. Then it goes to Cassie and talks about the freak offs that they had. Cassie, the male prostitute, the escort, they talk to this nigga in depth and he breaks down everything. And I'm gonna tell you, when I lost it, when I was sitting here in my chair in my apartment looking at the TV screen, this is the moment I lost it, nigga. When they showed the bottles of baby oil and lube, nigga, I lost it. I said, oh my God, they got the actual evidence, which means you can't get that too. Because a lot of people also in various social media posts have been like, well, how did they get all this in? Diddy actually had a camera crew following him around, documenting everything, because he wanted to make his own documentary of him getting off, because he thought he was going to get out of it. So Diddy had a camera dude following him around. So when he goes to jail, they acquired all that footage. And they were able, because of the Freedom of Information Act, they were able to get the pictures of a lot of the evidence in which the feds collected when they raided this nigga. Bro, Biggie died. Puffy goes on record and says, I'm gonna pay for Big's funeral. He gonna get the biggest funeral ever. Big deserves it. Then turns around and goes, Big gonna pay for it out of his estate. And made Biggie basically pay for his own funeral. Now, I saw idiots in comments going, well, he should have paid for his own funeral. Not if you openly stated you were going to do it. You had the funds. Also, Diddy was such a, I hate to say, he was a diabolical genius. He knew how to sign artists, because when you're a producer, people don't understand this. In any form of entertainment, the money is not in the talent. It is never in the talent. Talent can make money, but that is not where the money is. The money is all the people behind the scenes. The money is the producers, the managers, the people who handle the paperwork. Diddy was getting all his bread. Craig Mack was broke. Nigga, Craig Mack's ex-wife said they were at a party. Craig was broke, went up to Diddy, asked him for some money. Diddy pulled out a knot full of hundreds, and Diddy said, here, take that one.
I guess I have to watch this. Jesus Christ.
I promise you, if you have not watched it, once you start, you are going to be locked in, because it talks about the basketball jam he tried to throw back in the early 90s that had a lot of people die in New York, and how because of the way he went in front of the camera to try to take ownership, that put him on a global level. Bro, this documentary, people are trying to say it's 50 shitting on Diddy because Diddy supposedly slept with his baby mama. Get the fuck out of here. People keep forgetting Diddy's terrible track record. Terrible. Now, one of the things he does say, so he had just done the Love album, the last album, the Love album he's supposed to be doing or whatever, right? Don Richard, who was originally in Danity Kane, turned around, became a part of Diddy Dirty Money, was on the Love album. She is one of the ones comes out with a lawsuit as well. He goes, you were just on my album and now you filed a lawsuit. There's so many people in these laws. Nigga, him and Eric Sermon, legendary MC Eric Sermon from EPMD. Diddy had a thing where he wanted to get people side chicks. Nigga, this is crazy. You don't even want, you like, yo, I'm not trying to get your main chick. I want your side bitch. And you know what the problem with that is? And I'm going to put y'all on game that a lot of hood niggas who watch this show going to be mad at me at. Please forgive me. I started drinking. Niggas hate losing their side bitch more than their main. And so Diddy was trying to snatch up side chicks from people. He snatched up, he took Albie Shore's girl, who was Kim Porter. She was the main. But Mika, who was like a side or a friend to Eric Sermon, he took her. He tried to take Suge Knight's side chick. Nigga. When I tell you when bro, he had Kim Porter, the woman we knew as wifey, and Cassie at the same time, right? They had it where they would never the two would be in the same place at the same time. If Kim was coming around, Cassie had to go get a massage and do something for several hours. If Cassie was around, Kim was never coming around. They said Kim and Diddy would argue, and she'd be like, go make your bitch do that. Go with your bitch, and blah, 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 blah. This nigga was a menace. But also, he was a wannabe gangster. Diddy grew up in the burbs. His mom worked her ass off to give him everything. So Diddy was never a street nigga. But because he got money, he wanted to act like a street dude and be connected with a street dude. Bro, when I tell you have to watch this, and yes, I just saw something in the neighborhood. Cassie was Ryan Leslie. Do you remember the song My Addiction?
No, I don't.
It's a dope ass song from Ryan Leslie. It's a dope ass song. The girl singing is Cassie. Ryan Leslie is a producer as well. Ryan Leslie starts working with Diddy. Diddy see Cassie. That's how he snatched her up and then fired Ryan Leslie.
Damn, dude, that's all right. Yeah, I will eventually watch it, but that is fucking crazy, man.
Oh,
Jesus
by
Christ.
the way, I'm sorry I didn't include all of the men who come out on this documentary about being sexually assaulted by him.
Oh, did they?
Yes. The producer, Lil Rod, he comes out, he says he would be out partying with Diddy all night. Diddy want to do drugs and everything. He'd be partying with him. And then he pass out, wake up in the morning and try to figure out why he's sore. And when I say sore, why he's sore. He was like, Diddy had him help on the Love album and promised him originally, like, I'm gonna get you this house in Miami next to me, get you $250K, et cetera, et cetera. Then tried to break it down to being like, yo, I'm gonna get you $29,000, and the nigga didn't get nothing.
Damn, dude. Jesus. Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. It just dropped yesterday, right?
Yeah, nigga. When I say I've watched it twice, all the way through.
God damn, isn't it like 4 hours?
Yes.
Yesterday was my mom's birthday, man. I was at dinner with my mama. I couldn't start.
Oh, they also talked to two jurors. They also talked to one dude. Literally goes, well, it was just one. The girl goes, the one reason they didn't convict him on everything that he could have been convicted on, she says it, and I told a lot of people this one thing. She says domestic violence was not one of his charges, which is true. In the list of things that the federal government had him charged with, domestic violence wasn't one of them. The prostitution he got because he flew the dude.
Yeah,
right. People acting like he brought. It was like, oh, well, you getting flown out. He flew the dude for that, so that can be considered because it's a male escort, yes, but that he's doing 50 months. But here, the weirdest part about all this, no matter how much is put on that documentary, no matter how much is brought to light, no matter how much has been brought before a court of law, how much he has been convicted, how many people have their stories, and all these things. When Diddy gets out, I'm almost guaranteeing you, because the way the world is, when Diddy gets out, his career gonna be okay. Because he's Diddy, he can make somebody a star. He knows the formula. We can sit there and people will be like, oh no, he's done, et cetera, et cetera. But we see people make these resurgences. We see people make these turns. First of all, L Boogie, hold on. First of all, hey man, Tuesday to Wednesday, I can miss out on a little bit of vagina. It ain't that bad, okay? I can get technically, but won't do. I can get pussy out this show. But
I'd love that for you. I hope that's what happens.
But again, people saying there's no way he can show his face in public. Diddy was going through the streets in New York while he was under investigation From the Fed. That is another part I think people got to understand. When the feds went to the last bit of video evidence from what the camera crew that he had following him was in September of last year. September 24th to be exact, right before he just went to jail. This nigga was already under indictment. Nigga, the feds had already done the raids, et cetera, et cetera. He goes to Harlem. He go through New York. Everybody like, hey, yo, look, taking a picture. I'm telling people, I want to act like he get out, it's going to be different. Is he going to make it out? Yes. He's been convicted. He's sentenced to the 50 months, which is 4 years. He can do 4 years unless through some miracle. Because, you know, there is the rumors and keep going back and forth, about the orange fuck muppet pardoning him.
But I thought that his charges were within the state, not
federal.
Yeah, I thought they were.
I think this is federal. That's why it's a thing. I think this is federal.
Were Diddy's charges federal or state? Let's see. Yeah, they were federal.
They're federal, right? He's in a federal prison.
Oh, God damn it! Please, Jesus, no. I guess it's possible.
To answer Aisha's question, how the hell did he manage to obtain the personal videos? Once Diddy went to jail, that footage was there to be sold and distributed whatever way possible. So the videographer, he was videotaping it. You know, again, Diddy had his own documentary probably set more than likely. That's the only reason you got somebody following you with a camera documenting everything for a documentary. But the footage was up to be bought and acquired. And again, Diddy's lawyers tried to be like, oh, no, they acquired it wrong. And Alex Stapleton, the director, and all of them was like, nah. We went through every proper channel to get all of this. I
will say I don't think I know anybody pettier than 50 Cent. Like, maybe ever. Because, like, real talk, bro, like...
That nigga, I like him. That nigga, look, that's real pimp.
Like, that is... I aspire to be that petty that he's spent God knows how much money, time, everything else.
If that footage that the videographer had, if that footage got put into evidence, again, Freedom of Information Act.
It's a public record.
Yep. Public record.
All it takes is a request. That's a good point. Well, I mean, like I said, it's something that I will definitely have to watch myself at this point. I didn't want to deal with anything else Diddy, to be honest with you, like after all of this shit that went down and knowing how things ended up. But hey, man, if that's what's in these streets, it is what it is, man. So streamlabs.com/blerds-in-the-hood/tip, streamlabs.com/blerds-in-the-hood/tip. If you don't want to use Streamlabs, you still want to support the show, you can hit us up on CashApp right now. You can see it scroll at the bottom. It sounds like Venmo's broken currently.
Yeah, Venmo's down currently.
So there's just that. But yeah, okay. So I don't really know how to like properly transition to this other stuff. So what I did find is I went on Reddit, because this is supposed to be an after dark. There's a lot of sex questions and or stories that people have that I am more than happy to read some of these if it's the only thing I can think of. Okay, great. Why don't we start?
I'm about to stop you. Oh, before you read that, because I do want to do this. Jamar Felix asks us one thing. Have you started watching it?
Yes.
Put it up real quick, Matt. Season 5, the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things have dropped. What do you think?
I mean, I think it's fantastic. I think the only problem that I have, I'm still of the mindset of they fucked up taking this long to do this show, because they're supposed to be like, what, 15, 16 right now? And they all look like they're damn near 30. They all look like Millie Bobby Brown, if I'm not mistaken, is not only married, I think she just had a kid, my nigga.
No, I think her kid's adopted, and it's Bon Jovi. It's Bonnie. She has legally gone to her legal new name.
Okay, yeah, we got it. Bye. We got this.
Real quick, I had something to add. You have to remember that part of the reason it's got delayed so long is because this show got so big, these people's careers blew the fuck up.
Which is fair, but guess what? The way contracts work, they had literally like there's no reason Netflix couldn't have instantly pulled sorry. First chair is our show. That's what you signed in your fucking contract.
I don't think so.
No, not with how
maybe not Winona Ryder, but the children.
David Harbour.
Even Harbour. Harbour's always been a star.
But before Stranger Things?
Yes.
Nigga, I don't even remember him.
His career was literally starting to rise before Stranger Things, and Stranger Things is what just blew
took him over the top.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately do not remember David Harbour really in anything prior to Stranger Things. Like I'm gonna go look at his IMDb right now, but like that's
David Harbour was Hellboy.
That happened right around the time Stranger Things came out.
You got Stranger Things was 2016. Hellboy
was 2019.
2019, exactly. So nah, bro. Okay. So let's see. He was in stuff, but he wasn't really at that spot yet. So like, let's see. He was in.
I understand he started booking more leading up to it, and then Stranger Things pushed him.
He was in the Newsroom. He was in 10 episodes of the Newsroom. He was in The Equalizer with Denzel as Masters. Yeah. I don't remember who Masters is in that movie.
I remember there's a whole major plot point with him involved in it.
So like, yes, he had been acting for a while, but like that was the thing that finally pushed him over.
But he was on his. I hear what you're saying. We're all saying the same thing relatively, but he was there. It was something was going to push him over regardless, right? He was on that precipice no matter what.
And I hear that. I guess my whole thing is obviously I think we need Hopper, but like I think this was a mistake because you had these kids that you were trying to follow this around these kids, and these kids were incredibly talented.
But no matter what happened, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, you took a decade. You literally took a decade.
You just said it too, and this is one thing I think everybody keeps forgetting. No matter what, regardless of the break, regardless of their careers, when they started, they were kids, preteens, teenagers. But you know what's going to happen with kids, preteens, and teenagers? No matter what, they're going to consistently physically change.
Which is why you have to hurry up. Like that's my problem.
The only way that'll work. The only way in theory that worked to do that is every single thing would have had to been filmed back. I don't know if you've ever seen Slow Horses on Apple TV. It's fucking amazing.
But only a little bit. I haven't.
Okay. A lot of those seasons are filmed like right. We get done with one, we go on to the next. They would have had to do that consistently with Stranger Things. But also you got to remember too, we ran, and yes, Jermaine Smith just said it. We ran into the strikes and
I understand that, but the strikes were 2 years ago.
But we also
I understand that, but that was immediately up. So I get all of that. So I understand from 23 until now, you were a little fucked in that regard. I am also not ignorant to the fact that there was a pandemic, but let's not forget that they did other seasons of the show since the pandemic. So my whole point is, you started this in 2016. It was a fucking mega hit. Like, let me see. Hold on. I need to see what the seasons were as a whole, because
2018, I think 2018, 2017, 2018, something like that.
Yeah. And Winston, real quick, I didn't point out, you say Netflix could have said, hey, we got avail. Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi became Netflix's darling. How many fucking Netflix projects has she been in over these years since it started? So you really think
further proving my point a little bit, but
no, what I'm saying is it's a counter to what you said, because Netflix is like, we have her in these regardless. So, and also keep in mind, David Harbour was filming Thunderbolts and this, going back and forth to set every fucking day.
No. I understand that. So here is the length of these seasons. So it started in July of 2016. Season 2 was October of 2017. Season 3 was July of 2019. Season 4 was May of 2022, and then this season is now in November of 2025. So,
but again, between those two, what'd you say, Matt?
I said season 4 is like this season, where it got split into separate parts. Also,
right. But also season 4 to 5. You're saying 2022 to 2025 as far as release years. Millie Bobby Brown, I'm going to keep calling her. Do not do that whole thing. Stop breaking in, please. Millie Bobby Brown had the Godzilla films. She's done like 2-3 other things in between those. So you have to take in consideration the money that was, and her, her agents and her people was like, yo, we doing this. You're guaranteed locked in with this. She was Enola Holmes. Yeah, she was Enola Holmes on Netflix. She was doing that with them. But so she's been moving around so much. Like you said, this is similar to the difference is the show didn't have to end for this. With Game of Thrones, everybody on Game of Thrones in the main cast became stars, right? Whereas after the show was done, they left off to do other things. With the kids in this regard, it happened while they were doing the show.
I would say, as like, again, I am really enjoying already what they're doing with the season. I really enjoyed season 4.
Yeah.
Season 4 should have been the end of it. They should have ended it at season 4 just from the standpoint of, again, because of the time gap. While I am still in it because the story is interesting, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm not like, nigga, you clearly are getting your AARP checks right now. I don't believe that you're in fucking high school, let alone the biggest problem. Will? One of my favorite characters, Erica. No. Erica.
Oh my God.
Erica was supposed to be that. Remember that she was like the 10-year-old sister. She is clearly 19, 20 years old now, bro.
She is 19.
And you can see it, but she's supposed to be in middle school, nigga.
Even with Millie Bobby Brown, you can see she's grown.
Millie Bobby Brown's supposed to be what, 17? And she clearly looks like she's almost 30.
When you first see her in the season is when she's training herself, and you're like.
I literally was like, bro, that's Rey. That's literally Rey from fucking Star Wars. You're a grown-ass woman.
A grown-ass woman. A grown-ass woman. But I kind of, here's the problem is, if it was going to end in 4, I think they should have had more episodes. Again, just had this discussion with, I think it was with Matt and with other people. I really believe and feel in my heart we need to go back in television to having between 16 and 22 episodes.
Yes.
This 8-episode, 10-episode shit is not allowing for any real growth, development of characters and things like that. Now, yes, there are going to be people all across the board who are going to feel that Stranger Things should have ended either season 3 or 4. That's just going to be a personal preference, right? But no matter what, we know this is it.
I'll put it to you this way. If you were going to do season 5, and you know that you cannot stop the kids from growing as much as they have, my nigga, do a motherfucking time jump. Then let's be realistic and say it's been 4 years since Vecna got fucking whacked. We haven't seen his ass. We've been looking around, and we finally found that nigga. Like that would have made more sense. It's just you are like, that is my only beef, because everything else A+++++, bro. Like it is so fucking well done.
Yeah,
it's not lost on me that I'm like.
So Winston, you answered the question I was about to ask, because remember, it was rumored it was going to be a time jump for the longest. So Jay, what are your thoughts on it? Should they have committed to that? Because I honestly
I need you to look at the private chat first, and so I can.
I'm responding to it. Don't worry.
Okay, because I had it, because my response to that was going to be that. That's why I asked you to do that, because that's my response to it. I do.
Is it out?
Yes, that's why. Yes, we'll get to it when he puts it in there. Pause. But I do think you could have done. I think a time jump would have openly allowed you to believe. Okay, they're older. Okay, it's been a couple of months or like a year or something like that. Like, no. Everything is even. You could have even had the occupation of the military, which is happening. That could have still been a thing. Like, they still around.
1,000%.
They could have still been around. They just been around in Hawkins for years,
and they haven't been really able to piece everything together. But it would also make sense based off of what they've been doing and like that we've got to see in these last couple episodes, that they would be that advanced into where they're going, because now they've been doing it for years. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that would have made sense. Even the idea of, since Hawkins is on lockdown. The idea that, okay, these people, it's been 4 or 5 years, these kids should have gone to college and they can't get to college because of the nonsense that happened. all of that would have narratively made sense. I think just acknowledge it happened instead of be like, they'll get over it. Like, that's the only thing.
Well, you know what I feel like would work? What works for the time jump? We got an official release date for season 3 of Euphoria. They dropped the poster today. It will be dropping in April of 2026. And the reason I bring this up because they've stated with Euphoria, because of the time period that has existed from the last season to now, and the unfortunate passing of Angus, I forgot his last name, who played Fez, they are going 5 years into the future. So now they're out of high school.
All them kids are grown.
Right.
Zendaya a whole ass fiance, nigga.
But here's the issue though. Here's the issue though with them. A lot of their cast members still do look kind of young. Alexa Demi still could play, even though she's grown. Alexa Demi could still play a teenager, as could Sydney Sweeney, to be quite honest with you. The only one,
as could technically Zendaya as well.
I was saying, the only one that couldn't probably is Jacob Elordi.
Right. But like, to that point though, let's not sit here and pretend, because again, when did Euphoria originally start? 2019, right?
Yeah.
So it's 2025. So let's see. We're already talking about a fact that Alexa Demi was 28 when she shot the first season of Euphoria.
But that shows you. But I know, but that shows you how she looks.
I understand that. But I'm saying, to that point, there are plenty of people that are older like that look that particular way. All you needed to do when you saw these kids, if they weren't aging in that way where it's like, we could feasibly believe they're still teenagers, then figure out a time jump or some shit, bro, or end it. But like, that is the danger. That's actually why they say that is the danger of doing shows with kids. Why the only shows that really ever do that tend to be sitcoms, because then the idea is the kids are just growing up with the family. Like, you think of Blackish or Fresh Off the Boat or Full House. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're growing with the family as it goes, and that makes sense. Trying to do something dramatic like this, you need to figure this shit out. Because imagine we tried to pretend watching Breaking Bad, as dramatic as that show was, that the son is not just, even with him having a cerebral palsy, he was growing incredibly rapidly. Like,
yes, he was.
The show
through that whole show.
5, nigga.
Was.
Like, Boy Meets World's a great example. They started as middle schoolers, and then we got them through college, and we didn't sit there and pretend, yo, Corey is still in the 9th grade, nigga. No, he's not.
But I think we all three of us, and even most people in the neighborhood, we're all pretty much saying the same thing when it comes to it. It's like, if you're going to do, yes, I agree with sitcoms, you can play through the ages and the coming of age. You can do it in certain dramatic shows, but I think also it depends on how that cast member looks when they're originally cast. Again, Alexa Demi will always be the one thing you're like, yo, she played a sophomore, bro, and is a whole grown-ass woman.
Bitch, you better be joking.
A whole grown-ass woman. For those who don't know about this season, they've revealed some of the things. There's a time jump that's going to happen. It will be involving a strip club. Something I've heard. Something about somebody being married and shit like that. I don't know fully. Oh, wow. So I'm not a fan of this show like that. So I've never watched it, and I don't know what's going forward. So Matthew, Matt is going crazy because clearly. Let me tell you something. I tried to watch the show.
I just said,
and I tried to watch, and there was dick on the screen in the first 6 minutes. I was like, "Hey, yo, Euphoria."
Okay.
Bro, there's so much sex and drugs in that show. It's fucking ridiculous.
What was funny to me was, I'm trying to remember what radio or podcaster. Oh, it was Charlamagne used to always be going on and on about like, man, I have never wanted my children to be homeschooled because I see these little niggas just out here, just the growth. Because like, I look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I honestly didn't get in any trouble until senior year Once I got into college, then I was like, all right, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna do whatever, I don't give a fuck, right? They're supposed to be freshmen, and Zendaya is strung out on fucking heroin. Like,
again, hear the story of everything, and again, from the people I've know that watch it and all these different things, I think it's wild. And like I said, I never gotten into the show, so the thought of me watching. HBO is known for giving you these dark dramas and sometimes drama Ds, because from what I heard, it has some comedic moments that you're like, this is weird.
It does. It has a lot of very funny comedic moments, but that show is dark, bro. Like it's the point of the show is, oh my God. And if you haven't watched it yet, you really need to, because you will clearly see why Zendaya won 2 Emmys for that fucking show. Why she is 2 for 2 on motherfucking Emmys. Like, she was on one, bro.
Like, I know my friend Nika King plays her mom in the show, and I know they're bringing her back because there was this big thing about that. And again, not knowing, like I saw an article where Coleman Domingo was talking about, oh, you guys don't know what you're expecting to see, which I was like, oh shit, you doing this on top of 90 million other projects? Like, you on this, bro, and here come the Running Man and everything else that you in. This is a very.
You're not entirely wrong.
Hey, brother, I went in. Look, I'm age myself. I went in the mid '90s, and you are not going to. Boy,
you're not wrong. I get it.
Absolutely not wrong.
I get it.
Wasn't Sam Rockwell talking about he wanted to get fucked by a dude in White Lotus? He had a scene where I don't remember.
Listen, we had 2 brothers fucking each other this past season. One was played by Schwarzenegger's son.
Well, we're not going to sit here and pretend like that is something that has happened across whatever many platforms.
No, I'm just saying this is what HBO is. Listen,
dude, Game of Thrones. The end of the pilot is literally
Cersei pushing her brother,
and then him pushing damn little Bran out the damn window.
Hey, spoiler alert! If you ain't never seen Game of Thrones, the end of the very first episode is Cersei getting her back blown out by her brother.
By Jaime Lannister.
By her brother, by the way. He is beasting her ass. And in Bran season, he trying to hang off a window, and this bitch just, yip.
Which, because I'll never lie, I tell people this all the time. I tried to watch the pilot for Game of Thrones like 3 separate times. The first 2, I fell asleep, and I didn't get to the end. I was like, whatever. I watched it the 3rd time. I finally made it to the end to see this little nigga be like, you never know how much I love you. Boom. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, not only is she, because I was like, oh, maybe that wasn't. I got confused.
Jamie pushed out the window.
Right, Jamie did it.
I was like, this is how much.
And I got confused because again, you're trying to follow the names, you're trying to figure it all out. At the time, I was like, I thought that was her brother. Maybe that was like her knight or her bodyguard or something. And then it immediately got. They made sure you knew the next episode. No, that was definitely her brother.
Like, then when you start to find out. Because then you got the goof-ass king who was her husband, and he was like, my children. And everybody was like, hey, bro them motherfuckers all got blood and blue eyes.
That's all Jamie's kids, bro.
Nigga, ain't none of them yours.
There's a reason that Joffrey was the fucking devil. His DNA was fucked up.
His DNA was fucked.
It was fucked up. That's why he was the demonic spawn of the Lannisters.
Yep. This is very true, Aisha. HBO single-handedly made entertainment out of incest. Because not only did they do that with the Lannisters, remember, if you watched it all the way through, Daenerys and Jon Snow start fucking.
But even without that, the Targaryens were known for doing that shit.
Her brother, low-key, was trying to get.
That's why they went crazy, bro, because they were all just fucking each other. I mean, that's the House of the Dragons, the same shit. You marrying off auntie, like uncles to nieces and shit.
Like, young girl. Hey, let me tell you something.
Emotional, damn it.
When I saw the little black, I was like, wait, they just want to push off the little black girl to the king?
Pineapples. I don't want to do.
Nigga, nigga's how I felt. I was like, hey, yo, whoa.
What?
That's how I felt with it. I was just like,
oh, I thought you had this last comment. Keep that blood pure. I thought you were like, whoa. Right.
Shout out to Casper says, I mean, the whole quote unquote Game of Thrones started because someone found Baratheon's bastard son with black hair, which would have. This is true.
That is true.
This is true. This is very true because they was like, because remember, Ned was in the book.
Yo, Aisha, bro. Robert was wearing them same rose-colored glasses, and Jim Carrey, me, myself, and Irene with them black babies.
Hey, remember when they had the cookout? He was like, "Hey, Charlie, you ever notice how they had kind of beads up in the water?" He said, "Damn it, Charlie, since we talking about them kids' dicks have made it no sausage."
I need to rewatch that movie. That movie is one of the funniest movies in Jim Carrey's catalog, bro. That shit is so funny because that's what it's. And the kids too are Anthony Anderson, and I don't remember the other two.
One of the
actors.
Heavyset twins. I can't remember.
Yeah.
The other dude, I don't think he does any real acting or anything, but nigga, that shit was.
The fact that they were all nuclear physicists too and shit is fucking hilarious. Like one was a hacker. They were geniuses.
Because their mom was in Mensa and the dad, played by Tony Cox, was also a genius.
Oh, Gerard Mixon was one of them.
Yes. Lee, what was his name? Lee Harvey, Shantae Jr.
And then so Mongo Brownlee. I guess he hasn't
I'm
really.
trying to remember the kids' names. Lee Harvey, Shantae Jr.
Lee Harvey, Shantae Jr. and Jamal. Anthony Anderson was Jamal. Yeah, dude, that fucking movie.
Nigga, the black kid's name that Charlie Baby Gates was raising was Shantae Jr., the name of the nigga his wife left him for.
But that was the whole thing, is that he literally just slowly cracked. You know what I mean? Is that he just shoved it all down, bro. Oh man. All right, let's get to these stories because we only got about 30 minutes left, man. So let's get to these sex stories. Some of these are questions, some are stories. This first one just is titled, "Do I have a problem?" ? Remind you, these are just after dark, these are all not safe for work.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s and my girlfriend and I have a consistent and great sex life. It's pretty much daily and both enjoy it. I love her and find her genuinely attractive and have literally zero interest in cheating or leaving or even opening the relationship. Why do I always want to see naked women? Why do I imagine what it would be like to have sex with almost every woman I see? I would never act on those thoughts, but the fact is that I'm looking at porn and through the more not safe for work parts of Reddit literally 20 minutes after we have sex. Do I need therapy?
Yes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with you wanting to see naked women. I think that's just like genetics and being a man. But at the same time, if you are looking at porn that much, that's not good. That's really bad.
Yo, you ever hear about people who say they be beating off and bust like 7-8 nuts in a day? It'll just be them. And I'm like,
I haven't been able to do that since my early to mid 20s, bro. Like, it's not that I couldn't get multiple nuts off. I can't, but 8 or 9, I'm not 25 anymore. Like,
even when I was 25, I didn't want to get 8 or 9 off in a day.
Well, that actually led to the one time that I had like marathon sex, like for real. I had sex for like 4-5 hours because
everything was gone.
I had literally jacked off 5 times that day. And then I went out with this girl that I didn't think like that I was ever gonna like have the opportunity to do stuff. And then it is what it is. So I just,
ladies, let me tell you something. If a man is smart and seems like things have been planned out, he gonna beat off before you date or whatever, right? So he gonna get that early one off.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
Because here's the thing: if I don't get this early one off, when it gets off, you gonna be mad. Because then you gotta wait on me to rebound.
Because it's let's keep it a buck. Every dude in here will probably, like, if we're being honest, we'll admit this shit. If you don't get the pre-one off beforehand, you probably got somewhere between 1 minute and 5 minutes, and that's about it. Because you're primed and ready to go.
This is Blerds After Dark. I can freely say this statement with no qualms. Ladies, do not be mad and or surprised if you are playing with a nigga's penis. If you sitting there stroking it, giggling, flicking around the head, and as soon as he put it in, he like
should be a compliment. That should actually be a compliment. I know you're trying to get yours, a compliment. But as to that point, it's a straight up just like, look, you always try and get one off at some point during the day before you might be around somebody that would try and do the opposite, because you're trying to make sure that they get everything that they need.
And also for women, I understand that you all Now, every woman's orgasm, from what I've learned in my life and my experiences, are different. And here's how I know. Some women just be like, yo, I can come, I'm ready, good. Other women be like, I got to be focused. Like, you got to be focused? Like, you got to be locked in. Like, I need to be. And then there's the OnlyFans girls I know who like, it's work. At what point does the dick at work and the dick at home? You know what?
Let's go to this next one. This is called "I Need Some Advice on My Situation." That's it. These are they keep them very vague, and they put like little "not safe for work" banners. I couldn't read it while also listening to you go on about Diddy for like an hour, so I just had to kind of guess.
Fair.
Me and my partner have been together for a while now and have 2 kids, and like it always does, the sex has dried up a fair bit. I understand and respect that it's not always going to happen, but when it does, it's very vanilla, mainly missionary, and most of the time it's just hand stuff. I know for a fact that she isn't interested in using vibrators or butt stuff, but I want to experiment with positions, but I don't think she likes going on top because she is on the chunkier side of things and she's concerned that she'll crush me. I'm not worried about that, but I've been trying to tell her that and she won't listen. How can I start the conversation of trying?
Can you go back a little bit?
Yes. Go back to
crush. What set up to crush me again?
I want to try different positions, but I don't think she likes going on top because she's a bit on the chunkier side of
That's
things.
What I thought
she's
I heard.
Worried that she will crush me. I don't care about that. And I've told her this, but she won't listen. Now, how can I start the conversation of wanting to try different things, as I feel like she would shut it down straight away? I've asked about toys before. She said no. Also, when we were sort of in the honeymoon stage, she used to go on top a bit more, and I just want that connection and intimacy again.
Okay, here's why I'm laughing. Ma'am, I don't care if you are a little on the plus side, on the BBW side. If your man wants you to get on top, if he dies,
he dies. Bro, you know, we've all had probably a few like death scares. That's probably my favorite one. That even Kristen knows that. So I literally thought this big girl I thought she was going to crush my head when she was sitting on my face, bro. And I was like literally tapping out like a wrestling match. I was like, I can't breathe. And she got further into it. I literally thought I was gonna die.
Look, if you sitting on my face and you feel like, oh my God, I'm smothering him, bitch, unless you hear me tap out like I'm in the ring, or matter of fact, don't even expect me to tap out, because if I'm smacking you on the ass, I probably want you to go faster. Pull my hand up, because you're gonna be face that way. Lift my shit up like the wrestler.
So apparently someone did not notice that tonight is we have shifted to an after dark. For those that are newer members of the neighborhood, Blerds After Dark was our sex-based show we did once a month on Sunday nights, but a vote went down 20 minutes into the show
because we started later.
Yeah, that people wanted to do After Dark.
But yeah, don't do my hand like a wrestler. If my hand drop, I'm telling you this, if you on my face and you feel like, oh, he might have died, drop my hand down. I promise you, when you get to the third one and you think my shit gonna drop, I'm gonna go, I'm still breathing, brother.
The only time that referencing Hulk Hogan is okay.
I've dealt with bigger girl. I'm a bigger dude, right? So, and I go ahead.
Finish your thought, but I would love to know what would be your advice to this dude. Like, obviously he's not watching the show, but I'm curious what your advice to him would be.
I am a bigger, and I've dealt with smaller. I like sometimes smaller chicks love it having sex with me because I'm a giant teddy bear and they want to get. I've had chicks tell me to drill them, and I'm like, well, ma'am, you can't be covered on my Medi-Cal, but you for to get this dick. So I don't mind putting in the work. I feel like for him, he has to convince her to being comfortable with who she is.
And like the funny thing is, it wasn't just the her on top. He was just talking about how their sex in general has just been fully just like, we only do missionary. She won't use toys. She won't do any other position. And that's what he was getting on about.
And I asked her, just see what happened.
Just slap her on that. Jesus Christ, bro. Oh man. I mean, I would say like that's the whole thing. If you're gonna do that, I think it's just an honest talk. Like I think just straight up, baby, I need and want more. I want you so bad, but I want you in different way. Can we just try something and see what happens? You know what I mean? And worst case scenario, man, take your ass to a sex therapist. Like that's what they're there for.
Say side titties. It's all goodness right here. You see? Hold on, let me make sure. See, you want to see one? I did the thing with my thumb and I hit my fucking tooth and it hurt.
All right, this next one. Just curious. Here we go. Sexy date night ideas. Help us out. When we go out, one of our favorite things to do is to have her dress as hot as possible and do her best to draw stares and attention. We also love the idea of her flirting with someone at the bar or something. Would love some dare or challenges to give her when we go out next weekend. Nothing too crazy, but definitely sexy, and we're open-minded. Let us know below. They then edited and said this weekend we're going to a movie and then a local bar afterwards.
Are they open? First of all, the role play is always a thing.
True.
You know, act as if I don't know you, you don't know me, right? Mm-hmm. Or are you open to an extra person in the bedroom?
Also fair.
And that's how you would go about spot. I have not been as lucky enough in my life as I thought I would have been at this point in my life with women who are like, yeah, we can bring another bitch. I got one. Because first of all, fellas, if you want a third woman, your girl has to pick the third. Your dumbass cannot pick the third. Because the moment you say, well, I know somebody, your third is off now. It's out the equation. Okay. But if your partner is open to that, maybe spice it up doing that. Try having sex in places you ain't never had sex. Like maybe go to a hotel, or a place, whatever, that's kind of busy, sneak in the bathroom, go in the handicap stall, get one off real quick, and then go back and doing what you got to do regularly.
Bro, get into it, figure out a dressing room, like go to a library, nigga, find it somewhere in the stacks. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, Matt, you can say whatever you want. That's fine. He clearly got something he want to say.
Just be careful when it comes to the third, because it might turn into a lesbian.
Emotional, damn.
This nigga straight up said,
Did I just catch you having fun?
I'm teasing because I know the whole story, but goddamn, like you said that shit the whole neighborhood said.
What the oh shit. Well, I've been trying to find everybody. Listen, I make no qualms about it. Once you get to know me, I'm like, yo, I am the last thing I am with sex and relationships with a woman is vanilla. So if you trying to add this up, let's go. But then somebody, I don't know if I want to do that. First of all, let me tell you, say it first, brother.
Then why? That's why they're exes. I'll just put it that way. What the fuck?
Ain't no way. If I don't know if y'all have ever seen Aisha Kenya fully, like how she like oh my, that is what God has blessed us on this earth. And oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm cool with that. Hold on, let me tell you something. So, okay. Since we're doing this, let's run this back. Back in the day, when I was, I'm trying to make sure I preface this so it's gonna come out weird no matter how I say this. Throughout my professional wrestling career, I've had numerous tag team partners. I've performed for numerous countries.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
So
this nigga's a freak.
So one of my tag team partners, we was getting ready to go to a show. He was like, I'm gonna come pick you up. Cool. He's like, but I'm bringing somebody with me. I was like, all right, bet. We just riding with somebody, maybe one of the homies to the show. One of the homies ride to the show. And he was like, yo, I'm here. And I was like, all right, I'll come down. He was like, no, I'm coming upstairs. And I was like, okay, bet. He brings this chick up. And I'm like, oh, word, how you doing? Cool. He was like, hey, we got time. So she wanted to come up here and see what the team is all about. I was like, oh, does she want, my stupid ass said, does she want to watch a video of us? She's
Oh my god, bro! I genuinely wish there was like a stupid meme in here or whatever, bro. Because that is here.
You fucking income fucking poop.
Like,
So that's what I said at the time. He was like, nigga, no. He's like, she want to try to get down. I said, oh, okay. So we both hitting, right? He got the top, I got the bottom. She giving him head, I'm hitting. She ends up saying, hit this pussy, you urban gladiator ass nigga. And when I tell you,
Pineapples. I don't want to do.
I dare you, nigga, the gladiator. Ow. Nigga, I almost grabbed my so I had a gladiator helmet that I used to wear to the ring. Nigga, I almost put on the helmet and called myself Maximus Decimus Meridius, nigga. Boy, we beasted the shit out and then had an amazing show. And then she was like, can we do this again later? I said, we sure can. Went back to the crib after the show, fucked again. And then afterwards, we like, whatever happened with them. But that was the first time I was like, oh shit, okay. Here's also, I'm gonna say this too. Put it down in your notes. Put it down on your notes. But I will say, I've had nigga, I didn't know at the time.
He didn't know. But the only thing that makes me laugh about that shit is after Tour with the Hammer. I forgot we used to do fucking tour. We used to do the Mighty Tour.
Bro, I remember I was like, because I didn't think like that. At that time I wasn't as open. Like I only had dealt with women. Like I dealt with women who might have been wanting to have sex in various places and positions,
sure,
but never like threesomes and shit like that.
Bro, what makes me laugh is when she said, "Hit me with that gladiator." He said,
"Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust."
Oh my god!
I will say, I would never in my life have a threesome with a partner again. Never in my life, but that's just because of the trauma I have experienced since then.
Well, nigga, you need to talk to a therapist.
I am in therapy, nigga.
It's been a lot, bro. You gotta understand, like this poor nigga's life was just.
Yes.
Like you need to understand, this poor nigga's life was exactly that, bro.
I mean, I get it. I guess now for me, I think one of the things is I've started recently. No.
Yes. It's a long story.
I can give you a bridge version.
How about
doing that right now?
If we hit another shot, you can tell the story. But otherwise,
I muted this nigga. They got to earn that. They got to earn that story, nigga. They got to do it.
It is not for the faint of heart, unfortunately. If we hit another shot, we are $75 away. We'll even let the nigga come on camera. All right, we'll let him tell us.
The nigga on the screen if he get it. But
is he about to send this is his own $75? Nigga, he really wants to tell the story because he put himself on camera.
No, I was trying to take myself off and I hit the camera button instead. And
you popped up, and I was like, he really wants to tell this story.
That nigga was like, I'm gonna tell you something. I realized this though recently. I think over the past couple years or so. I remember I thought, you hear when you have a certain level of a career, when you do shit, you be able to have shit happen. Like definitely, you get to have more sex, all this. I remember when I realized, the funny nigga gets fucked a lot. He did.
I feel like he did.
He did.
I feel like
he did.
Oh,
he
shit,
did.
Anthony Nugent. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, shit.
He's not here, but somebody said, Anthony Nugent, we need you. They did about getting
I did tell the story before. I won't say on what stream because they'd have to search for that shit because that was one of the really, really, really long streams.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
Well, I have more stories. What were you trying to get?
That's why I'm waving this nigga off.
Okay, great. Okay, so again,
love you, Matt.
We are $75 away. If you guys want to hear Matt's story, we'll let him tell the story to close out the show. But let's get to this other one real quick. This one says, I can't satisfy my boyfriend. First sentence says, my partner really wants a slut. We, 25-year-old male, 27-year-old female, don't have a lot of sex. I hate my own body as I'm about 200 pounds at 5'2", and I hate being naked, having my stomach touched. I hate being slobbered on, and that's how he foreplays. I don't get very wet when we have sex, so I just kind of let him fuck while I'm uncomfortable, and I rarely get off. I love him and I care about him. I just am really overwhelmed. He wants a squirter and I can't squirt. He wants someone to go crazy during a blowjob and I can't do that. He wants a slutty, skanky girl who will just let them do whatever he wants to them and be sopping wet while he does it. And it just isn't going to be me without foreplay or without me having more confidence. I hate myself for not being able to give him what he wants because he has such a massively high sex drive. He's telling me he wishes he had someone who matched his level of horny. How can I fix me? Wouldn't most people want to fuck their boyfriend all the time? Please help. Next step is to just let him fuck whatever he finds on Tinder. Update, he didn't say he wants a slut. Those are my words, because to me, a woman who is enthusiastic to fuck random men and feels empowered by it is a slut. Okay, there's like a couple things in here that like I first started off feeling really bad for her, and I still kind of do. But the second thing is there feels like there's some slut shaming and maybe some like overly like religious or whatever kind of shit that's been put on her one way or the other, because none of the stuff that she was necessarily describing is all that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some pretty standard shit.
What do you got? The Little House on the Prairie, Walton sex? Like,
I feel bad because it feels like in that regard that maybe they're just not a good match, man.
No, they're not compatible at all.
And maybe they are, but not until she, like somebody said it. This sounds like depression. Like she sounds very depressed.
Because here's the thing, you're never gonna be, especially if you're depressed, if you're hearing her say, I just let him do what he does. You gotta.
That's not cool.
We use this phrase in so many ways, and a lot of times say it jokingly, and I know that, but a therapist, someone to actually help you understand, because there's a mental block there.
Yeah. Well,
there's a mental block.
This person's comment might be spot on. So this person says, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't need fixing because you're not broken. This breaks my heart reading this, that this is how he makes you feel. I never go straight to leave him. I'm always one to advocate about communicating and figuring things out, but this is so wrong. Your body is trying to tell you something when it comes down to it. Y'all are not sexually compatible. Like, how long has it been like this?
Yep.
I know from personal experience that this is going to only get worse for your mental and emotional health. Definitely still communicate to him how this makes you feel. And if it's a problem for him, then there's your answer. You're a human too who deserves to be satisfied just as much. He's very me. He most definitely watches way too much porn too. Maybe about the porn thing, I don't know. But I will just say that she's spot on about a lot of this, that you're not sexually compatible. And there was reading, again, I go back to the stuff that she put up. There's a lot of self-hate. And there also seems to be, I don't know if the hate is driven by how she feels about herself, but there also seems to be a level of slut shaming that's in there. The fact that her update included, he didn't say he wants a slut because those are my words, because to me, a woman who's enthusiastic to fuck random men and feels empowered by it is a slut. That is slut shaming ass fucking language.
Oh, she has that trad wife mentality.
Maybe, but I don't even know if that's necessarily trad wife. It feels like there is both a mix of self-hate and slut shaming. Like it's both. And that's a really potent combo for somebody that's apparently got a high sex drive. Like, I just think that they're not a good match and they need to go their separate ways.
Yeah, they're definitely not a good match. Like,
and I hope she gets therapy.
I think a lot of people do not, this is in all jokes aside, a lot of people do not actually discuss this about their sexual compatibility. I think we're so, it sounds like, people just making sex a big priority, et cetera, and it's not to do that. It's if this is going to be your partner, somebody you may see yourself being with for X amount of time, your compatibility has to match on every level.
Aisha nailed it. It's summing up exactly what you're saying. When you find somebody that's you're comfortable and compatible with, you'll be the ultimate freak for that person.
Man, I'll let you squirt in my eye. Let me tell you something.
What the fuck?
This nigga's a freak.
I'm really she's like, I'm finna squirt. All right, matey. I'm right there.
Assess.
Because like you will do things you normally wouldn't do. Like you said, when you're completely not even just compatible, like Aisha said, you're comfortable with that person. When you trust that person, when you know that person isn't going to take advantage of this moment per se.
I mean, look, man, what did Cardi say? I want to gag, I want to choke, bro. I'm trying to drown. Drown me.
I'll tell you something. The only time you are not allowed to do something that is of whatever, okay, here we go. I have a limit. I have had sex with women from all different sizes. I've said earlier what I do with small women, with bigger women. I'm like, let's go. Come on, let's get this work. But if you're a small, skinny woman and you on my face and my tongue is in you and I can already feel your heartbeat from the tip of my tongue, ma'am, don't you try to thrust that bony ass pelvis on my nose because bitch, you're gonna break my nose.
Jesus Christ.
You know she got that little bony ass. She trying to rock that bony ass like you holding on to the side of her hip bones like they handlebars.
So what you're saying is the first time she hits your nose, all of a sudden you're
nigga. Let me tell you something. When I realized, first of all, you have to eat a clean ass. You can't eat all ass. You can't be eating like you got to eat Trader Joe Whole Foods ass. You can't eat Save a Lot ass. Okay, you don't want to do that. Mid-tier Kroger ass. But when I learned, I had one chick I was fucking like again. If I'm eating pussy, I'm gonna eat some ass. I'm just keeping it a buck. Okay,
they're right next.
They're right there.
Listen, go watch your Patrice O'Neill's. He was very, very. It's like if you're eating pussy, you're not eating ass, then you are. There's something wrong with you.
Grow the fuck up.
They're right there.
Grow the fuck up, fellas. I'm not putting my tongue in the ass. Shit come out of ass. You finna put a motherfucking tongue. You know how much natural shit happens. Anyway, I had one chick. I was eating ass. She was like, "Can you not do that? I don't know about that." I was like, "Hey, ma'am. This is for the both of us." I had another chick. Let me tell you something. There's different ethnicity ass too. I ate the shit out. Not the shit legitimately, but let me stop talking.
You should probably stop talking because you just
make you weak in the knees.
What about the booty?
Oh yeah, I tongue that ass too. Tongue the hell out that ass. That would skip them off when you shoot that tongue in that ass. Oh, oh my God! Now this ain't God. This is Stanley Earl.
Hey, check the cash out.
Okay. I don't think.
Okay.
Let me double check.
I have something.
Hold on. Give me a second. No, I don't have anything.
Okay. I just got one. It is from Paula Vasquez. Thank you so much for the cash app. I'll just send it to you how much in the comments.
Do it. Yeah, just do whatever. Yeah. So I know where to. Okay, cool. I will update that right now.
Okay. So yeah, but I think look, I think that in general, when it comes, we joke, we get raunchy, et cetera. Oh, it's PC. Yeah, it's PC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When we joke, we get raunchy, all these things, but you should be. Everybody doesn't like everything. Like I've heard there are women who do not like men going down on them.
Yes.
Which to me is crazy.
Again, it could be any number of things. That like it can go everything from feeling to like mental blocks to again any sort of like societal stuff that's kind of played into it. There any number of reasons, but like there are dudes that don't like head. Like I honestly did not like head for the longest time, but that's because I realized I was.
Did you have somebody use teeth?
It wasn't that. All of the head I was getting up to a point was just not good. And then when I finally met somebody that could give good head, I was like,
okay.
Head slaps.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
But that to that point, let's keep it a buck. Men talk a lot of shit, and a lot of times men cannot back that shit up. So if a nigga tried to go down on it and it was bad, she might be like, I don't ever need that again. That's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow! Shouts out to I'm Your Buddy over on Twitch who says this. I used to love head more than pussy.
Respect.
Hmm.
All right, we can do one more of these stories.
Yo, have you ever met a one? Now, again, I know you are in a happy, committed, about to be married soon. Have you ever dealt with a woman who couldn't kiss?
Yeah, that wasn't fun. That was not fun.
This is why Usher has that song "Good Kisser," because everyone isn't. Like, also, not all mouths are created equal. Yes, Casper, this is the truth.
That's more the situations. It's because I see El Boogie trying to be like terrible head picker. Come on, Winston, freaking Cowboys fan. It's not that. It's just like literally as like my sexual journey started, like growing up and shit. It just the first few girls, they just were not good at it, and I was just like, no, I'm good. So I just didn't bother for a while until someone was like, nah, I'm gonna show you, and I was like, oh, this is what people get all freaked out about. Okay, bet. So I don't know why I just went Obama. That's fucking weird. All right, let's see. I'll let you pick. There is sex with wife is different. Can I change this? Sexting advice. Best friend offered to take my virginity. Need advice. My girlfriend proposed we watch porn together. Is this a bad idea for us as a couple? Those are the options.
Shit. Last one.
My girlfriend proposed we watch porn together. Is it a bad idea for us as a couple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to hear this story.
Okay. My longtime girlfriend is a bit vanilla and has never masturbated or watched porn. She told me that we should try watching porn together someday. I told her it was a great idea and played dumb for a bit as we briefly talked about what and where to find videos. She's just 100% clueless about the whole topic. She calls porn porno movies, although she is no saint. On my side, I watch some porn when I'm alone, but it's kind of my own garden. I was thrilled at first and planned to introduce her to porn with some female-friendly stuff. Now I'm ambivalent about opening up about what I know of porn and watching some with her, as I feel we have something innocent and untouched by external influences. I know most people will tell me to just talk to her about it, which I will surely do. But I wanted to get inputs from other couples that face the same situation of introducing porn in the relationship and any positive or negative outcomes.
You don't know. She doesn't watch porn, so she doesn't know what she likes.
Yeah.
And this is going to sound wild to say, but because I know the neighborhood knows how this goes, there are a lot of women now who like watching gay porn.
I felt like most of the women I know actually prefer gay porn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you don't, you're thinking you finna get your girl to watch regular porn or even girl on girl. Next thing you know, she like, so what about this one? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're getting. Also, you try to play dumb talking about some, oh man, I don't know how to find no type of porn. Now my dumb ass, I'm sitting there going, let me go to incognito mode real.
Well, bro. So this is my favorite comment that I saw here off rip. This is a user named Devoted MILF. And she said, I know, right? Let her take the lead for a while. If she asks you a question, don't lie, but don't elaborate too much. Be encouraging and tell her she's really good at finding the good stuff. When she's more confident, you can let on that you also know quite a bit more about porn. I don't think that that's wrong. I think that that's some pretty sound advice from the dedicated MILF. And somebody follows up, always move at the pace of the slowest person in the relationship. Wait until they take the lead. Also grab your phone and film as you fuck. Tell her how she can have thousands of strangers turned on by seeing her and wanting her. Feel proud. She knows her body makes men look and want her. Close up, real homemade porn without showing faces. All the comments from strangers telling her how they want it. That's a whole extra level. This nigga doing too much, bro. You're going to jump from she wants to look at porn to immediately make porn with her.
Because now you want her to make porn. And
much.
Because she might get, let's say you're cool with it. And then she wants to keep doing it. Because here's the thing. There's always there's a lot of guys and even girls, but I know I can speak to men who always say they want to open their girls up to doing these things. They want to open their girls up to trying these experiences. And then when they get opened up to them and they like them and they want to go further, now the dude is like, oh shit, hold on, wait a minute. You get what I'm saying? They're like, wait, this ain't what I expected. So you also have to be secure in your manhood to be able to handle that.
Yes. Well, so Devoted MILF came back to the person that said the thing about it, and then y'all should film as you fuck. She goes, if it doesn't scare the bejesus out of her, then the person that said that is right. But again, go at a pace of the slowest person. That's kind of a lot to go from let's watch porn to let's make porn. And even if we're anonymous, put it on the internet so strangers can watch and then go, yeah, girl, you hot when you do that. Like that's jumping the step, in my opinion.
Fellas, also, if a woman, let me say this loud and clear. Matt, please. Thank you. Matt.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. Fellas, if a woman allows you the privilege and the honor to record her while you all are having sex, that is not for your monkey ass to show your friends. That is for you and only you. And
yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
And I know some of y'all are gonna be like, well, what if she want to show her friends? That is totally up to her.
But my only thing I would push back on that is that goes both ways, bro. It does. If the consent is consent, it's not a one-way street.
Fair. Yes, that's a one-way.
You do not just be out here in these streets just being like, I'm gonna show this. You need to talk to your partner no matter what your gender is.
Well, that's fair in regard to that. But let's keep it a buck here, okay? This is Blerds After Dark. This is still Blerds in the Hood. This is still keeping it 100, and this is a real nigga talking real shit. Fellas, whenever you send your dick to your girl, I'm telling you, at least 3 of her friends have seen your dick.
Probably.
More than likely.
That I will like until I would say until you get to the point where you're like, no, we're like serious and whatever. But if it's like somebody you just like fucking around or like busting down or whatever, then probably.
Nick, man, let me tell you something. I remember the homegirl told me one time, because I don't typically like sending out dick pics. I don't. It ain't because I'm blessed. I'm blessed for a fucking fact. But I don't like, because I don't want my dick out. Yes, I got an OnlyFans. I get it. Maybe 3 pictures of my dick is on there, but that's controlled. But in general, I don't just send my dick out like that. Now, there's one chick I was fucking with. She was like, yo, send me a dick pic. I was like, all right, cool. And I sent it to her.
Matt, what trauma have you been? Read the private chat. What? We might need to start leaving him alone. I feel bad now anytime we've ever. I am just glad this nigga hasn't hurt himself. Like,
my God. Jesus. So I sent this one girl my dick pic, blah, blah, blah. And I will never forget, I was with another one of our mutual friends, right? We just hanging out. And she was talking about something. And we just cool. We've never been friends where it's like it's possible we gonna fuck. We just super cool. She's talking about niggas she was fucking with. I talked about women I fucked with. And she was like, yeah, this nigga sent me a dick pic. And they be sending these dick pics. She was like, and I seen your dick too, Jay. And I said, I'm sorry, what? She was like, yeah, I've seen your dick. And I'm like, how? She was like, you sent your dick to somebody and they showed it to me. And now I'm sitting there going through my Rolodex in my head of who the fuck sent you my dick? But then I thought about our mutual friend. And I was like, well, at least the person I know that sent you my dick has had fun with my dick. So I knew it wasn't going to be like a bad Yelp review of my dick.
That's wild, bro. But Dwayne is right. No, it's not okay. I had someone sell our sex tape without consent. No one should be sharing someone else's body. That's true.
I agree.
But also, you have shocked El Boogie. Hold up. I thought it was only jokes on your OnlyFans, and this motherfucker slanging shaboing. Oh, hell no.
Here's the problem with being a dude slinging dick pics on OnlyFans. The only people that's buying them is dudes. So, nigga, the UK bought my dick the other day. I was like, crikey. I was like, cheerio. Like, it's real. Like, Dudes ain't making, women aren't buying dick pics on OnlyFans. Let's just keep it a buck. It is literally only dudes.
I'm sure there's probably one or two. There's like a handful, but statistically, no. It is negligible. It is a negligible amount.
It's some dude in Arkansas right now. Come on, chocolate daddy. You know.
Oh God!
Stop it. Get some help.
Get any other Streamlabs or donations or whatever, because I don't think we gonna hit the
I don't see anything over there. Okay, so then I guess the only thing we have to do now is we'll switch back to regular for a second. Because yeah, you already know what time it is.
And now, an ode to Karens, brought to you by Blerds N The Hood. Now, before we go into this dedication, you must be asking yourself, well, what is a Karen and what does it mean? Well, Karen is a mocking slang term for an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, especially as featured in memes. Karen is generally stereotyped as having a blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to retail and restaurant managers to voice complaints or make demands, and being a nagging, often divorced mother from Generation X. Karens most notably have been known now to call the police on black people when they're just doing this thing called living. You know, something that God allowed them to do. This includes Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, Sleepin' Sarah, and a host of others. And typically Karens feel that because they are white women, they are entitled to do whatever they want and make life choices based on their insecurities as well as fears. Well, here are a few moments of wild Karens caught in their natural habitat.
This one is okay. Shouts out to Derek Shelton, who sent me another cash app. Says Blerds After Dark was too funny. Thank you so much. And PC said laughs. Thank you so much. Thank you again. All y'all send those over on the cash app. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right. Let me see. Where is the shit at? Okay. It is an extra, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's an extra.
Okay. Gotcha.
There it goes. All right, this one is a Chad. Now, it's going to cut off, but I'm going to tell you the story about this momentarily. Enjoy.
They got it all blocked out. The Lloyd Center exit, the Convention Center exit, every motherfucking exit. You motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
So, this happened back in October 2023. We'll make sure you guys know this. As you saw, this man was driving erratically, and because he couldn't get off on the thing, he drove through the parade. The cops told him to pull over. He told the cop to go. Right? The following year, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Good.
He
For
was
this.
lucky.
So they caught him eventually, and then they fit good. Fucking psycho. You almost killed God knows how many people.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that shit. I said, what?
That is
What?
absolutely fucking crazy, man. Shouts out to Fred Tastic, who came back in with another donation and says on Streamlabs, I got off of work, hit the gym, got home, made dinner, and my blurs are still rolling. Here's a little extra. Thank you so much, Fred Tastic. Appreciate that, man. Okay, there's one more story I want to read, and then we gotta go. This was just interesting, and I'm curious.
This will take the place of the Am I the Assholes?
Yeah,
Right.
that these were always kind of taking over for that. So real quick.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I need to go back to After Dark real quick. There we go. My best friend offered to take my virginity. I need some advice. Hi, my best friend, female 23, recently put out an offer that she'd be willing to take my virginity, 24 male, and kind of give me an introduction to the female body. Not out of pity necessarily, more out of support for someone she cares deeply about. I care deeply about her as well, but obviously neither of us have romantic feelings for each other, and we don't believe sex would change that. She has significant sexual experience and thus would be able to guide me through everything very well, which would be a massive benefit to future situations in my life. I really see no real downside in accepting the offer. As a nice bonus, I find her very attractive as well. My only two worries come down to this. I would absolutely hate if I wasn't able to get it up out of pure nerves, or if I come instantly before we were even really able to do anything, and not seeing any way to meaningfully predict any of those outcomes before that event gives me a lot of anxiety. Certainly planning on getting her off first, because before I focus any attention on myself, either manually or in any case, she tells me she has a toy that will guarantee that it will be possible. I'm overall super excited for it and wanted to know if you guys have anything I should keep in mind, or that I should make sure to communicate to her beforehand, or have her communicate to me, or really just anything that I wouldn't have even thought to think of. As a side note, my previous most intimate experience with the opposite gender was hand holding, so it will be a little bit of a jump.
I'm sorry, hand holding?
Mm-hmm.
Bro gonna bust a nut like Forrest Gump. When Jenny showed the dick, that motherfucker Desi.
I just reading that, like I have like a number of thoughts that kind of pop into my head.
I do want to say this too. Shouts out to her being a real friend. I don't know why more people don't understand this. Friends should be able to fuck and go back to being friends. Look, me touching your privates, you touching mine, shouldn't change anything. Like,
I mean that's fair. I've like there've been instances, like, you know, before I found my person that, like, yeah, with friends, you'd be like, all right, cool. But the way to do that though, you have to be so emotionally mature. Like, you have to have such real ass conversations about that. I would argue both before and after, if you're gonna do that. And otherwise, if it's like a random one night like drunken thing, you still need to have some pretty like mature conversations about it if you're trying to maintain your friendship.
I think it's also too, you have to know so case in point, one of my lifelong friends, we've been friends for over 30 years. And when I go visit Chicago, we catch back up like it's nothing, right? We can
time out. It never goes back to the same day. They always want more. See, what that says is you should put it down, bro. That's what that shit is. That's no, Aisha. That's not how that works.
Listen,
you put it down. That's what that is.
This is what you do then in that situation. This is what you do in that situation. Make me sign an NDA that says, or an agreement that says, I'm gonna fuck the shit out you. This is one time only. Now I got to sign this. You sign it. We get it notarized. It's a legally binding contract. Cool. But
like what's hilarious about that, she said that, and honestly what she essentially did was this.
Hands on my knees, shaking hands on my thigh shit. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees. Drinking out the motherfucking bottle on my thigh shit. Everything I eat goes straight to my.
Like, Aisha, you're not fooling nobody.
That means she do the people's real good, and like she'll pull you in with just the muscles, and you be like, you start calling them mothers.
She not fooling nobody, bro.
She fooling nobody. Look at that face. You know she has that face that says, I'm telling you, I guarantee you. And I ain't even
I got you. I tell you what Aisha does right here. She looks at you, she goes, your soul is mine.
No. She look, I guarantee you some young nigga that came up to her and she'd have said with the straightest face, young man, I will fuck your life up. And then he probably thinks it's a game. And then she did one time, they gave that one young nigga the chance. Now this nigga went back home. I just want to call her. I just want to call her. Tell you something.
Bro, it was supposed to be a one and done. This nigga came back talking about flawless victory.
I flawless victory. Let me tell you, look, I think I just like I'm saying, my friend, like we got drunk one time. I'll never forget. We got drunk, and we were all, it was a bug group of us together, and we were taking her back home, and they were like, "Yo, you gonna take her in the house?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna walk upstairs," and I walked her up. I walked in the house, walked upstairs, put her in the bed, and she tried to almost pull me on her. I said, "Oh no." This nigga said Aisha would ruin me.
Someone said she would ruin me. Respectfully. Respectfully.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen,
You've been doing this dance since 2019. Stop it. Stop. I'm not gonna let you do this. Okay. I'm not gonna let you do this.
We've been doing this show since 2020.
Jay.
We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Shut up, bitch!
I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna let you do this. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Well, listen, that's so fucking.
I'll time the Reds. Wait. Why was that foul? What did I do?
Foul.
I just got a text from Dwayne that said that was foul. How was that foul? I'm not kidding. He was about to do the same thing he's been doing. Bro, like I don't even remember what show was it that it was always. I don't even remember what it is, but honestly, you kind of reminded me of the Joker right now. I'm just a dog chasing a car. I don't even know what I would do if I catch it. Like,
low key, Aisha popped up in my friends you may know on Facebook, and I almost hit that send request.
I don't even know what this meme is, but I'm curious.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
Okay, that's actually really funny. That was fantastic. Okay, well, Jay, tell them what you got going on, man. What's going on? Well, actually, Matt, you first. Go ahead, man. What you got going on, bro? Tell the world.
Tomorrow morning, early afternoon, you can check out or maybe it's late afternoon. I got to look at the embargo. Unfortunately, I saw Five Nights at Freddy's 2 tonight. Yeah, there's that. Next week, you'll see an Avatar review over on my channel. I did a trailer reaction today for Ready or Not 2, and as always, you can find me over here. And as always, you can find me on here on Wednesdays, chiming in on occasion, and at the same time, spewing out some of my trauma that I'm getting over. So yeah.
What the hell?
Thank you.
I was the FBI in that moment. That's really what we're gonna say about this.
Wow.
I'm more of the mindset of like shit to get off the pot, my nigga. Like you, like literally, this has been pitched for years. I would love to see y'all shine. Okay,
I would too.
But I did.
But like, are we sure we'd get Jay back, or would we get his soul sucked?
Not Matt over here, jealous as fuck, talking about
Congratulations! Oh my god!
No, that was just a genuine question.
Let me tell you something. I'd fuck around and move to Texas. Anyway.
Oh, now you can't speak.
All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna try to do this professionally and not look at the comments. Let me take. I don't see the comments because I don't want to be interrupted by nothing. I'm gonna be a Christian. Hello, everyone. Shut up, Winston. You stop it. We can't even.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Thank you. All right. Why am I laughing even though you muted?
Why are you laughing?
Oh, stop.
I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. Can't hold it back anymore.
All right. Mute the goddamn stuff. Make sure. Nope. I don't want to have this happen. Okay. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, MrJayWashington, all across the board. My YouTube channel as well. All my reactions. I'm putting more stand-up clips up. I got a couple of them edited. I need to get those out. A couple of shows for the rest of the year. If you are in the LA area this Saturday, I will be first in Playa del Rey. Then I will be at the Hollywood Improv. I'll be back at the Improv next Tuesday. And then I got a couple other shows to wrap the year out. I'm trying to make sure I get my New Year's Eve show. What else is there to talk about? Actually, I got to find out something. But I would say pretty much there's a lot of stuff I cannot announce yet that I want to announce, and I cannot announce until it has been announced publicly. So please just stay tuned to all the social medias. I'm here every Wednesday. We're also looking to we have a lot of people in the neighborhood who say they want to help out with different things. I haven't been able to do Mad Titan. I've been wanting to do it, but it's just mentally I haven't been able to do it on top of trying to deal with everything else, unfortunately. And I need to get back to it. And I want to try to do it more I was wanting to see if I could do it more daily almost as opposed to weekly because there was so much stuff popping up at one point. But I'm working on that. So I don't want to end that at all. I do want to get back on that. Yeah, we're trying to find people to help us with the editing of the clips. I got to figure out how to pull all this audio as well and upload this to the podcast server so you guys can have the audio version, which I think you can get, if I'm not mistaken, if you go to YouTube Music and you type in Blerds in the Hood, let me double check. I believe you should be able to get the audio versions of this. So
yeah, you can listen to all. So like it happens with all podcasts that are on YouTube. Like all of them are on YouTube Music.
Yes, so they're all on YouTube Music now. So you can hear every single episode. If you have not heard them, if you have people who look for the podcast, they're all on YouTube Music. That's all I got, Winston. Hey, Marshall.
Yeah, I'm here. You can find me at the Swaggy Blerd on all platforms. Here on YouTube, youtube.com/SwaggyBlerd. The Blerd Breakdown. I had some technical difficulties on Monday, so I did a show yesterday morning. But typically every Monday evening, I'm there doing that. Tuesday, Spill the Tequila with Roca. Next Wednesday, it's going to be a pretty good day. 7 days from now, it's my birthday. So it will be a special Blerds in the Hood birthday edition.
It is your birthday.
It is my birthday next Wednesday. So it's going to be
we buying him a hooker.
What? No. So all that being said, it will be a good time. So you don't want to miss it. Fridays, Capes and Cows with myself, Christian Harloff and Chris Carr. Christian and I are recording the next Demon Slayer reaction tomorrow. So that'll be back this weekend. Okay, put his ass in timeout. Where's the timeout button? Put user in timeout. I just put Jake in timeout.
What'd he do?
He said, fuck my birthday, so I put him in timeout. I hope it didn't ban. I said timeout, not ban.
Jake was banned.
Shouldn't have banned him. I said timeout. Does timeout now mean you banned? Is that what white people mean with it? But that's crazy.
That's insane.
Let me. How do I? No, I just push timeout. He'll come back. It'll be fine. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? So, yeah.
Damn it, I forgot to say that when we start. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, my birthday is next Wednesday, so it'll be a good time. Definitely don't miss that. And yeah, like I mentioned, we'll let you know next week what the specific date of the next Family Feud is, just because I believe the Wednesday we would normally do that, I'm gonna be in Portland. That's Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna be in Portland with my in-laws. So I probably can't do it on that day in particular, but we will let you know what day that's all going off, so you don't miss that. I'm trying.
I forgot to say this.
What's up?
During my nigga, what you been doing? I forgot that was the one thing I forgot to mention. Yesterday was my 10-year anniversary in LA.
Oh shit! Congratulations. Hey, I'll take a shot for that.
Yeah, 10. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah,
I'll take a shot for that.
I'll take a shot for that. Okay.
Okay. Well, then somebody take. Everybody got Jake's number. I'll unban him in a second. I literally hit the timeout button. It shouldn't have banned him. That's dumb as fuck. Where's the?
You got to do it all the way in the YouTube studio.
Gotta go to the studio. Where is it? Under settings, community. Where is this shit?
Hold on, I'm in it right now. Banned this nigga by mistake.
I hit the timeout button, man. StreamYard lied to me. That shit is hilarious, bro.
Community. Let's see, community.
I have no idea where even to find that, bro. I have zero idea where to find it. If somebody knows how to undo that, let me know. Because I'm gonna need to unban fucking Jake.
That's so fucking bad.
I literally it said time out. Why would it say time out if it didn't mean temporarily?
Oh my god. Now
how am I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? Oh, YouTube doesn't have it like Twitch. Oh, that sucks. I didn't know. All right, I guess I owe Jake an apology. This is bullshit. I will figure it out. Hold on. God damn it. We need to end the show here. Shot for your 10 years.
No. Wait, we go. Yeah, take the shot.
For your 10 years. I will text Jake that I'll fix it. Oh my god. Fucking A. Did not think that was possible. All right. We got to get out of here. Before I forget, you guys earned this today for voting in the After Dark. I don't think we were ready.
I got it. That made no damn sense. Okay, I got our moderators.
Figure it out.
I'm trying to find where the block people are, but I can't. I found people who are hidden.
I totally fucked this shit up. I feel so bad. I fucks with Jake, bro.
I'm talking to him right now. He's like, "It's cool. I know they'll fix it." But yeah, I noticed, like, because I always keep the stream on my other monitor, and I noticed all of his comments were gone from the chat, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Look, man. Sometimes that's actually a really funny way to end the show. So I guess with that, he got snapped. Yo, I just Thanos snapped this nigga. Oh no. Well, hopefully by the post-credit scene, Jake is back. Maybe don't hate on the nigga on his birthday. Okay, bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
got a text from him, and he just said, "Hey, real talk, fuck y'all, LOL."
Well,
okay,
hey,
so
man.
this is where I messed up. Now I'm in the stream like studio thing, and that does have put user in timeout, so it exists. So he's got to come back, right? Like, how does this?
Nigga, how did you?
And it even says, I clicked on it. It says moderated activities in the last year. There's deleted message, there's hides, and there's timeouts. He's had one timeout. He will be fine. If he, God.
In other words, he'll come back to the next stream.
He must. That must be what it is. I don't know how long are timeouts, bro. This is why the white people way of raising people. When you go to your timeout corner, don't work, bro. just a solid ass whooping and move on.
Oh no! What did you?
Oh, did you?
You know what's crazy? Man. You know what's crazy about all that?
Someone said it's about 5 minutes.
Oh, because I was gonna say white privilege can't get him out of that one.
Apologize to the hoe.
Next time, you know what? Instead of hitting timeout, I will just hit this.
This out. First of all, you throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now because I don't understand them, I'm gonna take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth and help me with the sale.